Today's video is brought to you by Magic Candle Company. So, as a kid, I definitely loved Peter Pan. You know, who didn't want to go to Neverland, go on adventures, and never grow up and fight those nasty pirates? Right? I'm sure you did. I think we all did. Be able to fly, do whatever you want, no adults. Be kind of off to grow up at some point. Anyway, what if I told you that Peter Pan is not who you think he is? Peter Pan is none other than the true villain of the story. And Captain Hook is the good guy. But before I explain myself, make sure the like button and the subscribe button and ring that bell so you don't miss another video. Let's get into it. So like I was saying, Captain Hook is the good guy, and Peter Pan is quite evil. Let's take a step back for a minute and figure this out. So you go to Neverland, you have all the Lost Boys, Peter Pan's in charge, and you get to play and have fun, use your imagination, do whatever you want. It sounds like a really fun time. But there's one problem. You go to Neverland because you never want to grow up. But you have, no adults to tell you what to do. But there still is one person in charge. And that person is Peter Pan. He is the top dog, or, if you remember from the Captain Hook film with Vi Williams, we see that, when Peter left, Rufio became in charge, and there's always that one person to look up to. Either way, back to the actual Disney version, we have Peter Pan being in charge. And we have him, basically telling the Lost Boys what they can and can't do, being in charge, and he always has them pitted against the pirates. Why does Peter Pan hate the pirates so much? I would love to be a pirate. Growing up, being a pirate was cool. I love the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise, being like Jack Sparrow. I love pirate stories. Just so I always thought was cool. So why does Peter Pan hate the pirates so much? I don't think it's because, the pirates just, why are the pirates attacking kids? They're kids. There's got to be a reason behind the reason why Captain Hook hates Peter so much. Yeah, he lost his hand to tick-tock the clock. But before that, there had to be a reason why he would go after Peter and the Lost Boys. And I think I figured out the reason. What if Peter, has this mentality of, these Lost Boys and this, group of people that don't want to grow up, and he's just, in his own world, he feels like he has the power. He feels like he's in charge, and that fact that, if you don't grow up, you'll stay forever. But in reality, I guarantee you those Lost Boys once in a while sitting there saying, I want something. I want to grow up. I want to be a lawyer. I want to be an astronaut. I want to do something that they can't achieve there. So, what happens if a Lost Boy leaves? Nobody's ever left that we know of. The only Lost Boy, they were Lost Boys. The only people that actually left Neverland was Wendy, John, and Michael. But what if I told you they weren't the only ones that left? Years ago, Captain Hook was a Lost Boy, and he had left and grown up. He left for one particular reason, though. Peter Pan doesn't want anybody to leave because he is in charge and he has this society that he can basically control and do whatever he wants. So if you leave, that's a big no-no, and Peter will come after you. So the theory is that if you want to leave Neverland forever and grow up, Peter will actually kill you because you are rooting the magic. And if you leave and ruin his magic, he can have his fun. His fun being the fact that, he gets to play every day and be a kid and never grow up. And he built this society with all his lost boys, there to, fulfill his dream. But it may not be the dream of the others. Before I go into Captain Hook, here's a word from our sponsor. Do you ever miss the wonderful smells of the Disney parks? Don't worry, we all do. I mean, that's why I have Magic Candle Company. My wife loves these products. From their candles, to the air fresheners, to the essential oils, even the room sprays, which she uses as perfume. Yeah, she really does. I use the air fresheners in the car. Smells like Tower of Terror. My favorite is Splash, which reminds me of Splash Mountain. There's tons of these smells. It really reminds you of the happiest place on earth, the place that you love to be, and I love to be. The essential oils are great too. My wife says she even puts it on the toilet paper to make the bathroom smell nice. I never knew. I smelled the bathroom, it smells nice. I never knew what she did, but now I know. Port Orleans has a subtle jasmine violet and Gardenia with lemon zest and vanilla. It really smells like Port Orleans. You go walk through it, that's what you smell. The Polynesian. This is the Polynesian candle. Sunlit palms, calypso citrus, wild hibiscus, teakwood island fruit, warm musk, and white sands. This is hand sanitizer called Pineapple Whip. Yes, it smells like Dole Whip. I wish I had a Dole Whip right now. It's kind of self-explanatory about what that is. We also have the Floridian. This is Floridian room spray. Green clover and aloe notes of watery green floral jasmine, lily of the valley, and cedar trimmings. That's what I want to smell when I go to the Grand Floridian. So there you go. You can bring the Grand Floridian right back to your home. And Splash. Like I said, Splash is my favorite. It smells like Splash Mountain, which is my favorite ride, if you didn't know that. Damp air and bromine water, which is what you smell when you're on that ride, especially when you get soaking wet and you gotta smell that all day. I love it. I don't know about you, but to each his own. And villains. I have little essential oil of villains right here. And villain smells like scorched bark, fresh cedar pine wood,
smoky, vetiver, damp earth, and oak moss. Like, these are just great smells. You just, like I said, you buy Magic Kennel Company products, you smell like the parks. You smell like those resorts. They even have Universal Studios ones. So if you're not such a Disney fan and you prefer Universal Parks smells, they have those too. So go to MagicKennelCompany.com. Check out this website. You got a ton of stuff you can buy. And if you use my coupon code, which is World of Johnny, I will save you 15% off. So go check it out. Get these wonderful smells. And pick my wife. And use the room sprays as perfume. Now it's my pool of wings. Let's get back to the video.
So like I said, with Captain Hook, he left. Peter tried to kill him. He was unsuccessful. So now Captain Hook got angry, and Captain Hook may have, left in the first place because he knew that Peter was killing these Lost Boys that didn't abide by the Neverland Society. So he wanted to leave, and then he's like, I'm done. I'm out. So he left, and we came back as a pirate. He tried to stop Peter from doing his evil deeds. That is why Captain Hook became a pirate. Not because he's a pirate and he wants to wonder, why are the pirates on Neverland? There's no treasure. If there's treasure, he would have found it. Maybe. There's another theory for the other day. Anyway, you have a pirate and his crew attacking Peter and the Lost Boys. He's been trying to do it for years, and Peter eventually, tricked him into getting his hand bit off by the clock. So that made him more angry. So he's constantly still trying to take out Peter and the Lost Boys because he knows how Peter actually is. And he uses Tiger Lily as an excuse to, kidnap, to draw Peter in so he can try to, trick him. But it doesn't work. So, in this story, Captain Hook may have made a few mistakes by, targeting Tiger Lily and the other Native Americans. But he is the true hero because he's trying to stop Peter from having his fun. He's trying to stop Peter from killing the other Lost Boys who want to leave and grow up. Because if he does that, he gets rid of Peter. For all we know, Hook, didn't want to grow up. But he just didn't want to be with Peter anymore and his rules and his ways of controlling it. So he had to make a difference. Maybe he wasn't strong enough, so he had to, end up leaving, escaping before Peter could actually kill him. And that's when he came back. Or he just decided to come back because he says, hey, this is not right. I need to fix this because I don't want anybody else to die at the hands of this monster. And now in the movie we see him bring more people to Neverland. So Peter leaves Neverland. Why? To fight his shadow? Why did your shadow leave? What were you doing? What was the purpose of him leaving? Does he need to bring in more people to, have more fun? Because, he's losing his Lost Boys? And why don't the other Lost Boys say anything to Wendy, John, and Michael? Do they know? Or are they just too scared? Does Peter, tell them, hey, this person decided to grow up and they left and, lie to them? It's a very good possibility. Or does he, tell them, like, you leave. That's it. He could potentially tell them that to just kind of scare them. And then when they actually do want to leave, he does it and tells them that they left. So let me know your thoughts. comment down below. Captain Hook. Is it true hero or not? Thank you. Make sure to like button and that subscribe button. And ring the bell so you don't miss another video. Every Monday and Friday. And I'll see you guys next time. Make sure you check out that video up there and that playlist down below. And hit that subscribe button and hit Lero's face right there. Why? Because Lero's going to bring you to my Patreon page, which I have a ton of perks for you. Like, a ton. I have behind the scenes photos, videos, bloopers, and you get early access to videos before anybody else. And I really appreciate it.